Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. Alright, you guys, peep game. Alright, man. Before I get back to boxing and other things, man, I want to talk about hip-hop and shit, just like, hip-hop in general. Hip-hop is really in a bad place right now, man. It really is. You got more bad than good, man. You just look at all this foolishness in hip-hop, the coonery, the buffoonery, the just a bunch of fake shit. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of fake internet, hip-hop rappers and shit. These dudes now would rather argue on social media with each other than make records. You know how back in the day a rapper settled a beef? They would make diss records, and whoever came the hardest, would be declared the winner, whatever the case may be, and they would move on. They would battle, you know what I'm saying? They would beef through the mic instead of just beefing on social media, sending out fake threads, putting up, it's just a lot of bullshit, and it's just disturbing that the youth is being corrupted by these clown-ass rappers, that literally look like clowns. These rappers wearing lipstick and fingernail polish and makeup and all that type of shit, and then saying they game bangers and all this shit, and then you just see a lot of the clown shit, the homosexual element is just really disturbing, and it hurts black men, because black men have so much against them. And then you would think you would be able to, look up to your local rapper, and he just as ignorant and stupid as possibly any random nigga walking down the street. These rappers, this day and age, they sound uneducated, they sound clueless, most of them have weak lyrics, they're not wordsmiths anymore, they're, you know what I'm saying, they really depend on hooks to sell records and shit. People don't spit no more. Like I said, you got one motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that look like Toucan Sam, doing fake pull-ups in Chicago saying it's 10 o'clock at night, but then a surveillance camera proves that he did the video at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he only stood in the spot for like 30 seconds and got his ass up out of there. The first car he seen, he ran up out of there like the mark that he is. And then you got all these rappers in Atlanta, you got Young Thug threatening 21 Savage, then you got all this, and then you got, you just got a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. Like I said before, these dudes would rather do a whole bunch of publicity stunts to try to stay relevant and get people to buy their records, because they really don't have the talent, to keep going. So they have to make up a fake beef to get people to pay any attention to them, and then listen to their records. It's just people not authentic no more. And it's just a shame how much garbage we have. Now, they are the exceptions. You have the Kendrick Lamar, the J. Cole's, you got a couple of other people out there. Then you got the people that's been around for a while, the people I listen to, like Jay Stalin and those type of dudes, guys like that, E40 still going strong, but a lot of this new shit, I wouldn't even give it the time of the day, because it's just pure garbage. It's just garbage. Nipsey Hussle is cool. I fuck with Nipsey Hussle. It's a few people I like. I listen to T Grizzly. It's a few people out there from the new generation I fuck with, but then most of them I don't, because they just too corny. They're laughable. You don't even take them seriously, and then these dudes get on social media. I'm gangster and shit. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Some of these rappers, they don't look intimidating one bit. And it don't matter how many niggas they stand around. And they can hold up a red or blue rag all they want. They still don't look intimidating. And I'm not Now, I don't want nobody coming on, oh, man, why you dissing blood or cut? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So don't come on here with that shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. For real. I'm not. So don't come on here with that shit. I'm just saying, these rappers don't look intimidating. Would you really be scared of some of the rappers that's out now? For real. I ain't saying no names and shit, but for real, most of these rappers, they don't look intimidating. You wouldn't be scared if you got, if you was locked in a room with them, you would just laugh at them. You wouldn't, or if you was in a jail cell with some of these rappers, shit, you would be more worried about them asking you can they suck your dick or something or some shit like that than them trying to fight you with some shit like that. Because most of these rappers look like, for real, most of these rappers look suspect or they are suspect. For real, some of them ain't even denying it. Real talk. Some of them ain't even denying the shit. But it's just, it's just a shame. It's a lot of beta males in hip hop versus alpha males. I grew up from an era where you had such variety, such good hip hop that was out. And the problem is a lot of these record labels, mass produce bullshit rap groups. And a lot of them made rappers be something that they wasn't. And then the rappers that was on that real shit, that was with that shit, that wanted to go another direction, the record labels wanted them to talk about the guns and the drugs and all that type of shit. And then the guys that was on some positive shit, some cool shit, they tried to make them into gangster rappers. And then the people that was talking about, racism and white supremacy, the record labels didn't really like them, and they would try to push them out the door. They wouldn't promote them. Like I said, man, every time I look around, I'm seeing some dude talking about, yeah, man. When I see you, and I'm like, and then you be like, man, who is this dude? And you just hear him, and you like, okay, what do he sing? And then, you see more of these rappers, like I said, on social media and shit, arguing with each other and stirring up fake beefs so they can bring attention to themselves more than they don't rely on their talent. Because a lot of them don't have no talent. A lot of these new age rappers can't rap worth shit. The best thing about them is they beats. Now, some of their beats be clapping. But then if you listen to these dudes rap, they have mediocre lyrics, mediocre flows. Some of them, you just look at them like, is you serious? I'll give you an example. And I don't give a fuck about y'all saying, well, you hating, this ain't y'all time. It is our time. If we listen to hip-hop, it's our time. As long as we on this planet, it's our time. These rappers, that guy, Lil Yachty, is one of the worst rappers I ever heard in my life. He single-handedly damn near fucked up that T Grizzly song, 2 Waltz. T Grizzly was flowing, he was spitting, and Lil Yachty first he damn near ruined that song. I'm keeping it 100. He one of the worst rappers I've ever seen in my life. Part of the mumble rapper generation. These dudes talk like they literally got marbles in their mouth. And then the funny part about it is the youth think this shit be slamming. And you listen to it and you be like, man, what the fuck is this shit? Like I keep saying, man, I'm sorry. I grew up listening to just so much good shit it ain't even funny, man. I grew up listening to Gang Starr, you know what I'm saying, Too Short, KRS-One, Chuck D, you know what I'm saying, those type of dudes, man. Nas, Souls of Mischief, 415, Richie Rich, Loonies. I gotta admit, I was spoiled, man. I was spoiled to be blessed with just so much good hip-hop. and just good music, period. And then it just turned into shit because these executives, predominantly white, came and fucked hip hop up. They fucked hip hop up because they wanted everything to sound alike. You know, and it got destroyed. It got watered down. You know? So this is the ramifications of when you have, as you know, the Jizzes say, you know, a mountain climber that plays an electric guitar that think they know about hip hop. You know, unfortunately, when NWA came out and they seen how successful it was, then they started trying to create, you know, New York versions of NWA, Southern versions of NWA. See, they took a formula and then they tried to duplicate it, and it didn't work in most cases. You know, and as I said before, they were trying to make a lot of these rappers be something that they wasn't. You know, like I said, listen to Saigon's story. You know, the rapper from Brooklyn. You know, Saigon was a dude. He was a street dude. He had got out of prison and shit, and he wanted to, you know, he had signed with Atlantic Records, and his album was gonna be called The Greatest Story Ever Told. But see, what it was, when he presented his album to Atlantic, they didn't like the shit because he was trying to kick some real shit, and they wanted him to talk about, you know, killing people and guns and all that type of shit, and he wasn't on that shit. So basically, the album sat on the shelf, and they eventually released him and shit. You know, Just Blaze pretty much produced the whole album, but that's what I'm saying. You know, you have these people telling you you need to sound like this dude when you should be able to sound like who you are. And a lot of times these motherfuckers don't know nothing about music. And then I'm going to tell you something else. These women that always sitting on here talking about misogynistic lyrics and disrespect towards women. Well, like I keep saying, a lot of these record executives for these major record labels, guess what? Be women. Be black women at that. Keep telling y'all, man. I'm very disappointed in this new age music. Like I said, you can't tell rapper A from rapper B. A lot of these rappers just sound like, when I was growing up, when you heard Heavy D, you knew that was Heavy D. When you heard Rakim, you knew that was Rakim. When you heard LL Cool J, you knew that was LL Cool J. When you heard Snoop, you knew that was Snoop. When you heard Ice Cube, you knew that was Ice Cube. When you heard Guru, you knew that was Guru. When you heard Q-Tip or Phife Dawg, you knew that was them. You know, because they stood out. When you heard KRS-One, you knew that was KRS-One. And of course, you knew who Too Short was. Nowadays, these niggas now, you hear them on the radio, you don't know who is who. You can't even tell one of these dudes is from the South, from the West Coast, from, you know what I'm saying? That's how bad it is. A New York rapper, you knew a New York rapper because of the slang that the New York rappers talk. You know, son, kid, which was cool. The New York vibe was cool. And you knew Southern rappers. You knew Scarface. You know, Mr. Scarface. You know what I'm saying? I heard a knock at the door. Who is it? Fred. Who the fuck is Fred? I mean, you know, for real. You know, you knew Willie D. Here I go again. Another girdle. A conflict. Somebody finna get their ass kicked. I mean, you knew who these guys was. But like I said, now, you can't tell none of these motherfuckers apart. For real. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, man. Hip-hop in a bad place, man. At least I got the shit that I grew up listening to that I could always either YouTube it or whatever the case may be. YouTube it, you know, download it on my phone and shit. Or, you know, whatever. Go buy the CDs. That's all I got to say, man. I'm out.